Welcome everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Namo and you are watching Vocabulary Practice with Namo. In today's video, my topic of today's video is I want to start speaking in English, but how? I just want to tell you when we are in initial stage of learning English, we are very confused because we are just thinking that in what way we can start. We have to start reading or we have to start writing or speaking or listening. So in this video, I am going to clear all your doubts and I just want to give you few tips that really help you because that is my experience, what I have learned throughout my English speaking journey. So without wasting so much time, let's dive into the video. First of all, I just want to tell you when you are a beginner, it is really tough for you to understand that in what way I have to start speaking in English, what way I have to practice English speaking. So I just want to tell you in four aspects that is really important, that is reading, writing, listening and speaking. So that is most important thing. So when you are in your initial stage of learning English, you have to start to make a habit of these four aspects. And now I am just talking about reading. Reading is very important factor and I think it is cover most of the practice. Then you have to learn how to read English. I just want to tell you, reading is really very important because when you start to make a habit of reading, that really help you every single day. When you starting reading, your mind can give so much content in English that really help you because when you are reading anything in again and 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, I just want to tell you it is stored in your mind. I am not talking about that everything you have read, no, but maybe at least for 5%, at least for 10%, at least for 15%. That is the initial stage of making a habit of reading. When you are used to it, when you are doing this with a consistent way, when you are doing this with a longiness, every time you are doing this with a consistent effort, you are not going to skip any single day for reading anything. That really help you to improve your English speaking because you already know that reading is really important and you feel so much confidence while you are practice make a habit of reading. You are really very confident, you feel that something inside in me that really helped me because when I have to speak in English, I don't need to think anything, I just speak out because I have so much vocabulary word, I have so much thing that I have read before and that is stored in my mind, that is really help me to speak in English. So always try to make a habit of reading. Second most important thing I just want to tell you, when you start to make a habit of reading, you already mention everything in your notebook also. When you in your initial stage of making a habit of reading, whatever you have read, whatever the thing you have read, if you find that few words that you can't understand, you have to mention in your notebook, you have to write those words in your notebook. But that is not finished yet, you have to search in a Google or any dictionary that what is the meaning of that word. So you have to write that answer of that word in your notebook also, and you have to revise every single day. But it does not mean that next day you don't need to revise, you have to revise those words also whatever you have read before. So that also help you to make a habit of writing is really very important because when you are reading something and you mind can understand and you are writing, so it is really important for you to remember. It is long, it is really important for you to remember, it is really stored in your mind because you never forget that if you read something and you are writing those words in your notebook that really help you to remember these things, and when you are going to start speaking English, that also help you to make a habit of reading and writing. And I just want to tell you, before you have to start making a habit of speaking, listening is also very important. I think listening can cover most 60% of your English speaking practice session. So you have to make a habit of listening. But I just want to tell you, you have to be patient, because if you really want to make a habit of listening, you need patience, because it is not a single day process. It takes time. So you have to remember that I have to start to make a habit of listening with the help of small steps. You don't need to jump for a long step. No, you have to try to for a small step, because it really help you to make a habit of listening. Because I don't have a tendency to listen someone. We can speak easily, but we can't listen anyone easily. So you have to start, at least you have to try to listen any podcast. So I just want to tell you what is podcast. Podcast is a audible thing. You have to, if you really want to find, you just need to go in a Google and search Google podcast. So you can find so many interviews in podcast, so many celebrities talking about their personal life, and so many celebrities telling you what is the best way to speak in English. So many experts around there. So it is really help you start to make a habit of listening podcast, because that really help you to improve your English speaking. While you are listening someone, you can observe someone, that what word they are using, in what way you have to express yourself while speaking in English. So listening really important thing, and podcast really help you to make a habit of listening. Like to listen any music, if you like to listen any song, you have to start to convert your song in podcast. If you like to listen 5 to 10 songs in a day, just try to make it divide in 50-50 percentage, means 5 podcast and 5 song. That really help you to make a habit of listening. And when you are used to it, it is really enjoyable process for you, because you really like to listen someone, that really help you to improve your English speaking. So always try to make a habit of listening with the help of podcast. And I just want to tell you most important thing, that whatever, if you already know that how to make a habit of reading, how to make a habit of writing, how to make a habit of listening, now it's time to speak in English. Whatever you have read, whatever you have write, whatever you have listened, now it's time to express yourself. And in what way you have to do it, because you are alone. You just need to go stand in front of the mirror, and you have to start speaking in English. I know in initial stage it is not easy at all for you, but you have to start at least 10 minutes a day to speak in English in front of the mirror, because that really help you. If you really confuse there how to do it, you just need to take a notebook with you, and you just need to start speaking your vocabulary word. You just need to start speaking your vocabulary word you already mentioned in your notebook. So that is initial stage. When you feel that you have built a confidence to speak in English, you don't need any notebook. You just need to express yourself while speaking in English. You are discussing any movie scene, whatever you watch, you are discussing anything, but you have to start speaking in English, and that really help you to improve your English speaking, because it is the most important thing. Because you have to learn how to speak in English, and you are starting to speak in English in initial stage. You are doing so many errors, you are making so many errors, this structure is not right, maybe whatever the grammar you are using is not right, but you don't need to stop. You have to be consistent every single day. If you are taking this thing at least 40 days, 45 days, I am you make this thing 45 days, 30 days, you will definitely have a fluent in English and you will definitely speak English really very better. But you have to be consistent for this thing. I hope that you like my content, and if you follow these tips, you will definitely be a good English speaker. That's all in this video. Do take care of yourself. Till then, bye bye. If you have any query, please comment me in a comment section below. That's all in this video. Do take care of yourself. Till then, bye bye. And if you are new, don't forget to subscribe my channel. Till then, bye bye. Thank you so much. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.